the most important thing, the most and of course the big narrative today was that Donald Trump is insane. And frankly, I will say this, and we'll talk about this more in the so-called fun half. Last night, I mean, look, this is a speech that he could have given or did give literally tens, if not hundreds, but probably 50 times at least during the campaign. But the reaction last night was near universal, and the sort of the drum beats to get rid of this guy on a day when the New York Times came out with a very big piece about the fight between Donald Trump and Mitch McConnell, where McConnell basically, he doesn't say this directly, sources around McConnell. And the way this works is, folks, is that when you get sources around McConnell saying something that McConnell said, that is a calculated, this is not by accident. This is to get the message out. And the message out was McConnell basically says, like, I don't think his president, there's a chance his presidency can't survive, and impeachment is not inconceivable, particularly if he keeps attacking the members of my Senate caucus. And then you get all this. So it's interesting to see the narrative around this building. I don't know if it means anything, but the most important thing that came out of the speech, aside from the guy over his right shoulder who shows up in a lot of rallies and has a crazy website, and all the sheer insanity that he exhibited last night, was that Donald Trump, and we saw this in the transcript of his conversation with the Mexican president, Donald Trump knows that delivering on the wall, progress on the wall, even if it's just nominal, is essential to maintaining his support with the loons who will show up at his rallies. And he is basically saying, and remember, we have a debt ceiling supposedly going to be crossed sometime in late September. We also have a budget that needs to be approved. He's basically saying, if there is no funding for the wall, nice government you have there, but it's going to go away.
And we are building a wall on the southern border, which is absolutely necessary. Build that wall. Now, the obstructionist Democrats would like us not to do it, but believe me, if we have to close down our government, we're building that wall. Let me be very clear to Democrats in Congress who oppose a border wall and stand in the way of border security. You are putting all of America's safety at risk. You're doing that. You're doing that.
Now, the interesting thing about this is that he doesn't need Democratic votes to pass a budget. They're going to pass the budget through the reconciliation bill, and they don't need Democrats for that. But I guess this is his way of setting the table. So that's the biggest news that came out of the speech last night. We'll play other clips in a bit. Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos